All right, y'all, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm King Tyson. Don't forget to like and subscribe like I always tell y'all to do in the beginning or the end of my videos. Check it out before we start. Write me at KingTyson713@yahoo.com if you want my advice about something, you want my opinion about something. Write me, KingTyson713@yahoo.com. Also, if you like this content, please go to the video tab section of the YouTube channel. Click on the video that interests you. Watch it. Give me some feedback in the comments. Do you agree with me? Do you not agree with me? I really appreciate that. So look, let's get on with the video. This video go out to my fellas on this one. Like fellas. Let me tell y'all something, man. Y'all can sometimes, fellas. Let me go back. Right? You ever been with a female? It's a one-on-one thing going on. You feel like in your mind, you think you're gonna get in your mind playing in your mind. At the end of the day, you gonna get what men want from a woman, right? This is what you feel like in your mind is gonna happen. You go on a date, whatever, and you look up and the wrong thing, something throws off throws off the conversation or whatever, and she gets an attitude and your day and your night is ruined. You don't get no action or nothing, right? Ladies, you understand, ladies, you watching this channel, you understand what I'm saying. You know, you've been with a date with a man before and you like, damn, everything is going right. Then the man say something or do something out of the ordinary and it just turns you off. And when it turns you off, you like, take me home or I'm leaving, you get up and leave. And fellas, you sitting there like, damn, what happened? You said the wrong thing. So listen, ladies, you know what I'm talking about. You've been through that. Fellas, you've been through that. You know what it is. The thing is this, fellas, and I'm not trying to teach y'all a game or, oh, this is how you get something. No, that's not what I'm saying. Because I'm not, that's some immature stuff. You know what I mean? I'm 42 years old. I'm not telling y'all no immature shit or be on some immature shit about trying to just get panties. No, what I'm telling you is that, fellas, you gotta be, listen, when you go on a date, right? And I'm not talking about the end goal is getting some at the end of the night. That's not what I'm talking about. It's not what I'm referring. Well, it's not what I'm talking about, right? I'm saying is that, and it just what it is listen. You go on a date, you be cool, you be easy. You know what I'm saying? You just talk, you get to know each other. You know, sometimes fellas, you get more play just being yourself, you know, taking it easy, just talking having great conversation. Fellas, you don't understand. You really don't have to say much to get a woman's attention. You really don't. You think you gotta try to brag on yourself or try to be something that you're not. You ain't gotta do none of that. Just be yourself. Just talk to the woman. Y'all go out, you have a good time. Even if you don't get no action at the end of the night, that's cool. That's cool. It's not a big deal. Every woman ain't trying to give it up like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just telling you on the first night is what I'm saying, right? I'm saying it might take a couple of dates or a few dates or months down the line. I'm just telling you is that in all, you gotta keep it cool at all costs. Listen to the woman. Y'all just talk and have a conversation. You know, sometimes fellas, as men, we could say the wrong thing and throw the whole thing off. We can be too arrogant. You know, we could be too boastful. We could be too braggadocious, you know, and a lot of the times it's a turnoff to women. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, it's annoying at the same time. First of all, you wouldn't like if you go on a date with a female and she always talk about herself and talk about the things she accomplished, you know, the things that, you know, it'll get on your nerves. So when you do it, you don't think it get on her nerves? You know what I'm saying? Just see how things go. I always tell people this, men and women, don't indulge everything on the first date. Because sometimes people be so nervous, people trying to find conversation, you just indulge your whole life on a first date, and that throw anybody off. They'll throw a man off or they'll throw a woman off. Be like, oh, this person talk too much, I'm finna run. So no, don't indulge everything on a first date to get to know each other. You get to know each other by baby steps. You know what I mean? Baby steps. You don't have to get to know everything in one day. You just ask a question, bounce off each other, you know, but it don't have to be too many questions. You don't have to indulge your whole life. You just go with the flow. But you don't need to be too quiet either. You don't need to be like you don't need to be corny neither, fellas. Like sometimes dudes, you know what I'm saying? Like you could be too corny, right? Like even a compliment is not a compliment. Yeah, a compliment is always a great thing. You know, to you tell a woman, hey, you look nice today. You look good. But you don't want to be too over the top with the talking about her body and all that. Even if she got a banging body, you ain't got to do all that. Just like you look good, baby. I'm not gonna lie to you. You look good, and keep it pushing. Keep it talks about other things. You know what I'm saying? Even though you in your mind, you're like, God damn, man. You just gotta keep it player, keep it cool. That's the thing. And I think fellas, fellas can throw a whole night out by saying the wrong thing. Everything could be going right up until the part you say the wrong thing and turn a woman off. So my advice to you fellas is be easy, listen to what the woman gotta say. You don't have to indulge in too much. You don't have to talk too much, fellas. You don't have to talk too much. You don't have to brag about yourself. Talk about how much money you got, this. You got to do all that. You just engage in conversation. Talk about things that's going on. What you think about what's going on with the news? What you think about this? Just different topics you could talk about. Things that come natural. When you into somebody, things come natural. And fellas, you don't have to figure out if a woman likes you or not. A woman will tell you that she likes you without telling you she likes you. A woman, laughing, subtle touches, like, everything is, what I'm saying? Like she touch you on your leg, touching your arm, your shoulder, a lot of smiling, a lot of laughing. You know what I'm saying? That's how you know a woman is liking you. If a woman barely laughing, a woman is not really talking, she's standoffish, man, 9 times out of 10, she probably don't like you. You probably said some wrong shit that got her turned off, and she done with you. A woman that likes you, I'm telling you, a woman that likes you, your date will be. I'm not talking about the end result or trying to get something. I'm saying like you will have a good date. Just you have a good date. It could possibly lead up to that. Who knows? But I'm not saying you go on a date for that. I'm just saying like the overall thing is to get to know somebody, but not indulge too much, not too much talking, just a little bit, and y'all get to know each other. That's the main thing. I feel like sometimes women will go on a date with you and not really like you. They just want a free date. You got some women who do that. Some women will go on a free date, which is wrong as hell, but some women do that, right? But majority of the time, women who go on a date with you actually see some type of potential in you. Normally, a woman who go on a date sees some type of potential in you, and then once it's there and you get the date, then you just, like I said, you just take it easy, go with the flow. Don't be too quiet, but don't be too talkative neither. You gotta find the right medium. Just go with, my thing is just go with the flow, how the conversation is going. If you're really not a talker, fellas, because sometimes some fellas be introverts almost. You're not a talker. Start your first date out with the movies. Go to the movies. That way, you watch the movie and the movies do the talking. You might talk in between parts. Saying like down here in Houston, we got a studio movie grill. If you don't know what a studio movie grill is, a studio movie grill is a movie theater that has food in it. Not like popcorn and nachos, but they got real food like alcohol, drinks, while you watching the movie. So you could get you a steak dinner while you watching the movie. That's a good date if you're not if you're an introvert and you like, okay, I get nervous trying to, find conversation, let the movie do the talking, and you just talk in between there, just throw it in there, Then after that, then it should come easy after that, you know what I mean? So you done calm your nerves down. Y'all just been sitting watching a movie, so it should open you up a little bit more. I'm trying to think of what else, man. If you're an introvert person, restaurant on the first date probably won't be your first date. You should wait. You should do something that's gonna be a little bit more kind of take it away from y'all. Like I said, the movies, things like maybe like a sports event things like that. Even though a lot of women might not be into sports, but a woman still wouldn't mind going to a basketball game, a football game. You can't go wrong with that. More, not like high school game. You know what I'm saying? Not like that. I'm saying more like a professional, like an NFL game or NBA game. You can't go wrong with that. A boxing event. A professional boxing event. You can't go wrong with that. A woman, when you go to those events, women dress up. Women go to the NBA game, they dressed up. In NFL game, they dressed up. So, that stuff like that distract. I guess a distraction, but it take away from that. But if you're a brother who don't be nervous by first dates and stuff like that, then go out to eat. Women love to eat. Y'all can't, fellas, you can't go on with asking a woman to go out to eat. Hey, like, when are you free? Like, what's your free day? Let me take you out. Women will not. Let's go for a drink and out to eat. You can't go wrong with that. Like I say, you got some women who will just go on free dates and don't like you. But I don't want you to think all women like that. All women are not like that. Normally, women who wouldn't mind showing interest in you will go on a date with you and just see how I go from there. But like I say, y'all let me know what y'all think about this video, man. Y'all let me know, am I right, am I wrong? Y'all let me know. Fellas, chime in, ladies, chime in. I'm King Tyson. Peace and blessings. One love. I'm out.